Okay, let's see. Everything looks like it's up and running. Maybe I should have done these. Look over here, and hopefully that will give me a better spot for main mission. Ah, and there are the last of them. Your friends are being measured as we speak. Right this way, we'll see to it you look your dashing best for your first outing. Done, are you? Let's have a look at those numbers. I see. How goes it? Sorry, Captain. I'm afraid we don't have anything on hand that's a ready fit. But we do have a few that are fairly close. We should be able to make them work with some minor adjustments. Very well then, see to it and have uniforms delivered directly to the field. Let's take this opportunity to brief you on the mission. As mentioned earlier, we will deploy Armor to scatter dream powder from the air. Once the power takes effect, an elite unit will storm the fortress to rescue the Oracle. Her safe liberation is our sole objective. Engagement is to be avoided wherever possible. Aslan will be part of the said unit. Correct. The unit will be divided into two contingents, one deploying from Fort Job and the other from Ostel Imperative. You and Alphina would join the former. Logan, meanwhile, would join the latter with me. Before you proceed to your positions, you are to report to Castle Mile at Spiketrus. She will issue your serum to ward off effects. Shall we be on our way then? Take care, my friend, and we'll see you in the field. It's quite far to Imperative, so you may make use of arm arrow from the rock rookery after you have collected the serum, of course. Maybe just go down here and to the left. How do I get there? Yes, sweetie. Is there something you need? Oh, one of the guard come for your drum. Are you? Here you go. A dose of this will keep you firmly in the waking world while your enemies are off in dreamland. If this is your first time, I should warn you. It's bitter as sin. Princess kiss, they call it. But if you ask me, it should be Crone's kiss. Hee hee. What are you doing, Shadow? Just aside, the stuff is really foul. Most people gag like there's no tomorrow. But if you don't drain every last drop, you're liable to end up taking a trip to Dreamland yourself. So I must ask you drink it here and now while I watch. Come on, give the old crone a kiss. Hee hee. Well done, sweetie. I'm proud of you. Why, if I didn't know any better, I'd even say you enjoyed it. And now you needn't fear falling asleep on the battlefield. Just have care you don't lose any limbs out there, alright? They don't tend to grow back. Yes, what do you require of me? Amaro to take your imperative. As much as I would like to oblige, all our mounts are reserved for the coming operation. Every you will have to go by foot. But wait, there might be another way, assuming you're willing to lend a hand. I'm part of the damn thing. What do you mean? About to deliver armor to Reshka's round, one of the locations where the bees will fly for the operation. The tower lies along the route to Imperative. If near enough is good enough for you, you may make the delivery in my stead. Very good, I shall ready the armor for departure at once. Reshka's round is to the north and west. You can take the road or you can fly it. It is up to you. Upon arriving, make yourself known to Sentry and she will give you further instructions. If you should become separated from the Admiral, worry not. The beasts are trained to return to the rookery. That is all. Go well. I don't remember which one Tesline is. Nice. I'm glad I can fly. Fly like an eagle to the sea. Ooh, ooh. Ether current. Ether current. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I'm afraid there's been a change in my. We already have the beast we require here. Said this one is go to Imperative to the west. Please see to it that handlers sue it a counter trouble from bath here. Shoot, I'm gonna grab these ether currents as I'm here. Right. You gotta be kidding me. Huh? Oh, the game. That sucks. I gotta go all the way back over to that other place. Alright. Sorry, I don't believe I know you. Did you join the guard recently? Ah, so that's why the way it is of it. Well, you managed to arrive, and that's all that matters in the end. I bid you welcome to Ostal Imperative, one of the key strongholds in Lakeland. The first thing you want to do is report to the captain. You'll find her at the lookout across the way. So it seems that rather than the Amaro delivering you, you delivered the Amaro. I'll not thank you. I expect all my soldiers to make themselves useful. Speaking of which, I have a task for you. In readiness of the operation, the Amaro will need to be treated with the same serum as us. As you know, however, it is not pleasant. In order to coax them into taking it, we have to sprinkle it on their fodder. All that remains is to feed it to them. A task I'm sure you will enjoy. Fetch the fodder from the Amaro launch and see 4 of the beasts dismissed. Holy crap, there's a lot of purple quests in there. Well, let's go grab some of this. go over this way. Well, I mean, if these are just right here. Quest complete. Itchy. Itchy foot. Alright, we'll go grab that quest, and then go work on the main quest more. Alright, got that. Now we're going to go do this part of the quest. Treated fodder. Here you go, have some food. Num 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 num. One, two, three, 4, 5. Let's be up there. I mean, just one was too smart almost. What the? Damn, bro, are fed? Yeah, man. Yeah, the rest has already been dosed, so we need not fear any of our mouths succumbing to the dream powder. All units are now entered the final stage of preparations. The time is nigh. Make ready and wait deployment at top of the main watchtower. I'll send your uniform along as soon as it arrives. That is all. May night smile upon us. Well, damn, I should have saved that quest I did already up there. Till later. Oh well. Too late now. The operation is about to commence. Stand ready. Some of your gear will be glamored. Your attributes and abilities will be unaffected. Proceed. Let's do this.
Keep moving. What now? The Crystarium at a guess. Desperate fools. It'll take more than a handful of overgrown lizards to ground us. You're gonna be... Sound the alarm!
Captain, the powder has taken effect. It is time. Let us free the Oracle from their clutches. For the Crystarium! God.
God. Yams. Yams.
them a shove!
You're not alone.
There's so many that aren't asleep still. Guess up we go. Thank you. Are you from the Castrium? Crystarium? Correct. We came to come to rescue you. Your weapons made to the same specifications as Stinkrids. Be ready to use them. Understood. Please lead the way. It's quiet. Too quiet. Is that Ranchette? This will not end well. This will end easy. Brazen thieves. We regret coming here. Nah, I won't. That will take punch.
do you persist in this folly? It's over!
I could have had him. Damn game, stopping me. I could have had him.
You boy, you bear a striking resemblance to the artist my master seeks. By all means, keep your counsel. You will all have ample time to confess your crimes back in Yulmore.
Thancred?
Heck yes, Thancred.
So, you are the wretch who stole her from us.
And what if I am?
What? Pathetic. Vermin such as you are not worthy of the Oracle.
Ooh, damn. Oh, he pissed.
Break!
Fool! You would see your city razed.
I would sooner see it razed than conquered. Suffice it to say, we are ready to receive you.
What now, Exarch? Will you face me yourself?
I think not, General. I've quite exhausted my tricks. If you mean to give chase, I will not stand in your way. But you would do well to tread warily, for your quarry goes to a place where even Yulmore dare not bear its steel. Ilmeg, the Fairy Kingdom.
The fairies! I'm a little fairy.
To think that mountain of indolence still had the energy to unleash his hounds. Even the most pointless of conflicts may alter a world's course. And now the plan has gone awry. But how? How did the so-called Crystal Exarch bring the hero of the Source to the First? As if I didn't have enough on my hands already. Then again, with a soul such as that, mayhap there is another way. One which does not require bloodshed.
And here comes the Asians.
Not so long ago, here in the shadow of the northern ranges, lay the great kingdom of Verbert. A nation with a proud history that the Sin Eaters cut short, just like all the rest. Since that time, these lands have become a haven for Fey folk. Dreamers frolicking amidst the ruins of a forgotten realm.
We should be safe enough here. It's good to see you again, my friends. I don't know about you, but it feels like years since last we met. 5 of them in my case.
Why, it only feels like 1 to me, but long enough to warrant a more convivial reunion either way. What brought you to Laxon Loft?
The girl, Minfilia, she and I were traveling together, hunting Sin Eaters. But as we were nearing Lakeland, she abruptly ran off on her own. I found her too late to stop the Ulmorans from taking her prisoner. And as I was considering rescue options, I observed that the Crystarium was on the move. So I consulted the Exarch, who apprised me of the details of the operation and issued me certain instructions. Should the situation take a turn for the worse, I was to see you all safely to Ilmeg. And here we are.
Orianger has called this place home for a while now. Yet we have never called upon him, I am ashamed to say. 'Twas only at the Crystarium that we met.
Hardly surprising. This is not the sort of place one visits on a whim. Happily, having trespassed on Orianger's hospitality for a spell, Minfilia and I have an idea of how things work around here. Sooner or later, the Ulmorans will come after us. But before they do, the Exarch bids us accomplish 2 things. First, rendezvous with Orianger. And second, eliminate the Light Warden of this land.
So, Minfilia. What made you leave Thancred behind, if you don't mind me asking?
You. The hero from another world. I was asleep when I felt it. A presence. someone I was meant to meet. They were close, and I knew I had to go to them. But with all the commotion in Lakeland, I was afraid that Thancred wouldn't let me.
And would I have been wrong? Had I arrived a moment later, you would be back in your cell in Yulmore. And now we have Ranjit snapping at our heels. You really have outdone yourself this time.
I'm sorry. Thank you for saving me.
Oh, poor thing being scolded so.
Who said that? Show yourselves.
Come now, put away that frown and have some fun with us. Yes, let us have some fun. Lots and lots of fun.
Which way was it to Urianger's?
We've been there so many times, but I can't. Why can't I remember?
Damn it all. We're already caught in their spell.
Ilmag is a fairy kingdom, and as one might expect, it is home to the Fae folk. The most prominent among them are the pixies, who have a penchant for making mischief. They use powerful illusions to play tricks on all who venture into their domain. By way of example, they can make a familiar path seem wholly unfamiliar, or lead you to believe you're somewhere you're not. And we are now, I am sorry to say, entirely at their mercy. I get the whole thing. As it stands, we cannot hope to find the way to Urianger. For that, we must convince the pixies to lift the spell. From what I can make of their voices, the creatures want to play with us. If that is the case, they should permit us to find their village. Leader Ran. Come, I have a sneaking suspicion this path will lead us directly into their midst. Oh, I should mention that Mephilia has been informed of our situation, of the different worlds in our mission. You may consider her an ally. You have verified promotion. I've seen your bot 3 times today already.
An Australian Shepherd is so cute.
Well, here we are, yet the pixies are nowhere to be seen. Knowing them, their games have already begun. In which case, Logan, there's a variety of plant natives to these parts, distinctive floral tip. Looking grass, it is named. Name. So called because it can be used to spy pixies, believe it or not. I'll explain how I know all this later, but first I need you to help me find some. Oh, if a voice calls to you, under no circumstances should you respond. You will only subject yourself to further mischief. They see me walking. They hate that.
Farasitha, Krakleath.
No! We're found! How did this mortal know our trick?
Wait! I recognize their souls. These two have been here before.
Look, look! Twins! How adorable!
Oh!
Play with us!
We have neither the time nor inclination to play. We have come to see Urianger.
Oh yes, Urianger, the peculiar one. In return for a place in Elmeg, he agreed to a riddle contest with us for 7 days and 7 nights without any sleep.
Oh, that was so much fun! We must do it again!
I'm sure he'd be delighted. Now, if you'd be so kind as to lift your spell.
Shall we?
Should we?
Would we?
What now?
I don't know, but this is their home, so we must indulge them.
Right, we've made up our minds. We will lift our spell on one condition: that you first lend us a helping hand. Or 2, or 3. Once you've helped solve all of our troubles, we'll let you see Urianger. Pixie's honor.
Well, there you have it. Pixie chores. I suggest we split up.
Well, what's the chore? Oh, look at me, look at me. I have a task for you. Land is our beloved village, and we want to always look lovely. And it can't look lovely without flowers blooming, and no flowers bloom lovelier than everblooms. So here are some everbloom seeds. Take them and sow them here and there and everywhere around the village. Simple as a dimple, yes? What's the catch? What's the catch? Help me, I beg you. My friend has gone to Fezzer's Larn, a place we're told we must never ever set foot in. I thought about giving chase, but I'm scared I'll run into that thing. But you're a big, brave man. You're not scared of such things, are you? So please find and bring back my friend. Ken Gareth is his name, and if you hurry, you might catch them before they get to Fezzer's Larn. Almost grow flowers, are you? They make this house look so much lovelier. Those used to be city of mortals here. A great big boasting place called Vobert and Bulbert, or such. But the sin years came and everyone disappeared. Since then, we pixies have been living here, and we're giving the old houses our touch. Lovely, don't you think? Sure. Why not? I'm so hungry I may faint. A little fruit will set me alright. Will you go fetch me some? Just outside the village you find a hill cook. 2 great bell trees grow there. If you give them a shake, they should render up their sweet, succulent burdens. Moral, hear my plea. Our precious children are thirsty and I need you to bring them water. Who are our children, you ask? Why, they're the leafmen who you see standing about our village. Adorable, aren't they? Now you need to go to the Longmire Lake to draw the water. Once you have it, see that our children have good drenching. Oh, but be warned, the frogs make their home in the lake. They tend to play rough, so have care. Sweet. Oh, I can't wait for the flowers to bloom. Perhaps I'll make a pretty curtains out of them. rocking out now. Ow. Head over here to the Leaf Man. Man. Here, some water. We'll go do this one way over here, and then we'll go to this land. And bam, bam. Boom, boom, boom. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I don't know what 4 is. Helps if I spell it right. Squeal, squeal. It's like a teddy bear. turn everything in now. Giving water to our children, thank you ever so much. They are very dear to us. They wandered into Elmeg as stray mortals, but grew attached to them and decided to take them in. You and yours would have been our children too, but your enchantment didn't catch as well as we had hoped. It's never too late, of course. Funny. Yeah, sowing the seeds, thank you. This shall help Lair Loran live up to his name, which means flower house, in case you weren't aware. We weren't always here, you know. We used to live deep in the lush forest. It was beautiful beyond compare, but almost all of it is swallowed up by the light. For a while we roamed, but eventually found a place that men had abandoned. Together with our fellow Fae folk, we decided to make it our new home. This land of everlasting spring. This is our home, and it could be yours too, forever and ever and ever. Yeah, I'm good. I don't need to make this my home. You're back. Where's King Cuff? Please tell me King Cuff is alright. Pretty sure he's that beaver thing. But what? Against your warning, they went to fix our land where you found only a strange animal? Then those were true. Oh, King Griff, why didn't you listen? Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't assume the worst yet. Maybe there's still hope. I just need to stay calm and think things through. Sure, you do that. You do you. Thanks, you guys. You're a lot of help. Oh, so hungry. Did you get the fruit? Yeah, here you go. Well, thank you ever so much. You saved me. Hee. It saved me from my boredom. You should have seen the look on your face when the bugs came down. Tee. You done me a great service, Mortal. If there's one thing we Pixies are serious about, it's having fun. Dull and painful things, hate them. Sydneyers are dull and painful, both, so we hate them especially. The Immortals try to fight those monstrosities, but there's no fun in that. Best to avoid them altogether, we say. That person looks exactly like the Lightning from Final Fantasy 13. Well, I mean, that's what they're going for, honestly, but... kind of crazy. They found a way to make him actually look like that. How goes it, Logan? So a mix of mental tasks and pranks. Yes, that pretty much sums up my own experience. They have no troubles worthy of the name. How long are we supposed to keep at this? They're clearly playing with us. I mean, what choice do we really have? Indeed, whenever I inquire how much more there is to be done, the answer is ever the same. A little. I doubt they have any intention of releasing us in the near future. Grandmother once told me a story about the pixies. They're born from the souls of those who died as children, or so is believed. Though they don't have memories of the previous lives, the desire to have fun remains imprinted on their souls. And so they live only to play, keeping hapless mortals for their pleasure for years on end, sometimes even until death. In the past, when I sought to identify the true nature of ghosts, I came upon a lecture examining a similar subject. The soul is likened to a core that resides in the ether, and its presence is the difference of us for such beings as sprites and arcane entities. Upon death, said core ordinarily dissipates along with the ether that composed the flesh. However, it may be held together and bound to the corporal realm, either by the will of its owner or the means of certain arts. In time, the soul may regather ether unto itself to assume another form or find newly emerged life in which to abide. The pixies may be one such instance of this. If ghosts were merely souls without bodies, what does that make us? I think you've become that which you fear most, brother dearest. However, the pixies may have come into being. If we leave them to judge when they are satisfied, they will never be satisfied. And we must negotiate new terms with the creatures. But where to begin? It seems to me we would need at least one among them to sympathize with us. In the course of your chores, did any of the encounter pixie seem even faintly amenable to reason? But you knew a pixie from before? Only you're acquainted, but you've earned into a pact? You might have mentioned this sooner. At any rate, I dare to hope this will offer us a way out. Without further ado, then summon this Fey Ui, if you please. So, my sapling has finally remembered by his lovely branch. But with such half-hearted call, he may as well lop me off and cast me aside. I have no sapling. Is that your idea of framing a call? A set on log could do it more fire.
You're late! I've been waiting for you to summon me ever since you came here. Waiting and waiting and waiting. but my sapling didn't so much as utter my name. Such a heartless thing he is. Cold and cruel and heartless!
Another self-important little brat. Just what we need.
Reminds me of my child.
All right, I'm sorry. It was a joke. Honestly, just a joke.
Yeah.
But just now you called for me so earnestly, so fervently. I couldn't possibly stay angry at you. Very well. As your lovely branch, I will lend you my strength.
Well. If it isn't Theo Ool, the mold feel. It's been too long.
Not long enough for you to think of any new games, though, apparently. If I were you, I'd be bored of myself. Now let me make something clear. That mortal is mine. No matter what you do, she will never be yours. Never, never, ever!
Oh, not even a bit. But what about the others? Surely we can keep them.
No, you can't keep them either. They're for my amusement and mine alone. And if you lay so much as a finger on my sapling, I'll scatter the contents of his bag all over your precious village. There'll be cold, hard metal, furry, festering food, stinky, sweaty small clothes, and all manner of other terrible, unmentionable things. How would you like that,
All right. But will you not at least let us play with the twins? Just while the others go and see Urianger?
Aye, that's all we ask. And we promise we'll play nicely.
It seems we won't be joining you.
Aye! We'll reveal the hidden Vernick to you at once.
So this is the true Ilmeg.
How are you feeling?
Better. I think I remember the way now.
Apologies for the delay. Shall we go and see Urianger?
Your lovely branch is useful, yes? So whenever you're in trouble, you must remember to make use of me!
Damn. For Alpha and Ellie's sakes, let us be quick. It'd be a shame to return only to find out they had made up to play one game too many. Now the place we seek is abandoned mine of nobleman and scholar. The Booksman's Shelves is called, and after the follows vast collection of tunes, an agreeable habit for our friend, I'm sure you'll agree. If we follow the path north, we should find the place. Come along. just wanna fly. And around, and baby, and you around, you baby. I just wanna fly. It's so slow. I don't even remember you doing this. Maybe it's somewhere around at the main village. We'll be back there. We'll be back there. Here we are at long last. I give you Ernge's humble abode. Come, let's see if he's home.
Urianger, are you in?
Unto a world weary of heroes, a hero wends his way. The Exarch did send word that thou wouldst seek me out, but ne'er did I imagine thou wouldst arrive so soon.
Looks a little different.
Full glad am I to see thee once more, my friend, and none the worse for thy travails.
Run along, Minfilia. We will meet you outside.
But...
Another one for you to imbue, if you'd be so kind.
I take it thou hast met with our other comrades already? That Master Alphino and Mistress Alize now travel in thy company is of great comfort to me. As for the rest, it beginneth in earnest. The hunting of the Light Wardens, and perforce the war with Yulmore. Hark thee then to my words, and through them behold the vision that I did glimpse, that of the 8th Umbral Calamity. As I drifted hither to the first, traversing the boundary twixt reality and potentiality, I did bear witness to events yet to come. There I saw the combined forces of Eorzea and the Far East offering fierce resistance to the legions of Garlemald. So fierce, in fact, that they did begin to push the enemy back. Ilm by painful Ilm at first, then Yalm by Yalm, and Malm by Malm in time. Yet the joy they felt was short-lived, for in so doing they did force the Empire's hand. Faced with defeat, the Garleans turned to a weapon most vile. Black Rose. Its potency defied all reckoning. Once released, the gas took on a life of its own, wreaking untold carnage not only in Eorzea, but in the provinces of the Empire besides. From fighters upon the front lines to babes in their beds, none were spared. And as the casualties became too numerous to count, so did the fabric of civilization begin to unravel. Nor did the land itself escape unscathed, for spreading from the site of its release, Black Rose brought death to the very soil. To survive amidst the chaos and upheaval, men came to live by the sword, the rule of law giving way, inevitably, to the rule of might. Thus was the spark struck and the fire kindled, and swiftly did it spread as a blaze in a field of straw to engulf every corner of the world. Nations worthy of the name did then cease to exist, and those souls brave and true who might have risen to restore order were no more. For the weapon spared not one, not even thee. An endless age of war, begotten by the blight of Black Rose. Such is the legacy of the 8th umbral calamity which I did behold. No matter the cost, we must forestall this tragedy. To that end, I have labored during my sojourn in this world, discovering in so doing the answer to a pressing mystery. That of Black Rose's inexplicable potency. Come. Dost thou recognize yonder chart? Indeed. 'Tis a rendering of the elemental wheel, such as one might find in classrooms across the source. As the chart maketh plain, our world is composed of 6 elements, in addition to which there exist 2 poles in fundamental opposition. Astral, the active; umbral, the passive. As a reflection of the source, the first naturally compriseth the selfsame forces. Yet, curiously, there is a notable divergence in their nomenclature. To be specific, the denizens of this world employ not the terms astral and umbral. Thus was I moved to inquire what names said forces had been assigned. A simple question which yielded a most unexpected answer. Upon demanding the name of the pole aligned with activity and growth, I was told that as life's myriad colors combine to produce black, the people of the first had called it darkness. At this, did my mind begin to race. Yet 'twas only when I asked what name had been given to the pole aligned with passivity that mine eyes were opened to the truth. Peace and tranquility being as purest white, unmarred by color, I was told it had been given the name of light.
That's umbral light and astral darkness, yes? I'm no etherologist, but it strikes me that the nomenclature of the first is rooted in the generation of the two forces, while our own appears to focus on their effects. Which makes one wonder, have we had it backwards all this time?
"'Tis indeed a compelling question, and one which beareth closer examination. Yet what knowledge we already
You
possess
gotta kidding me?
sufficeth to explain the chain of events.
God damn it, Logan.
The phenomenon of etheric thinning observed in the source is the consequence of light, the power of stasis, flowing in from the first to stifle the movement of ether within the land. And according to Master Alphino, Black Rose slayeth by halting the circulation of ether within living beings. Should such a weapon be unleashed even as the first were rejoined, replete as it is with light,
we would have a disaster of untold proportions on our hands. A calamity. Well, at least we have a better grasp of what we're facing. Our objective, however, remains unchanged. We are to eliminate the Light Warden of Ilmeg. Speaking of which, were you able to ascertain its whereabouts?
Aye. 'Tis all but certainly ensconced within Leargear, the castle which standeth in the midst of the lake.
What?
To enter said stronghold, we must needs turn to the pixies for aid. Fortunately, I have become quite adept at courting their cooperation. Henceforth shall I accompany you, and do all in my power to ensure that my vision doth not come to pass.
You gotta be freaking kidding me, Logan. How? having to take care of a few things right now. So give me a moment here. My family safety site. Select the members account you want to manage. Go to site. Just gotta remove the payment method. Freaking kids, I tell you. My friend, ere I speak the task at hand, there is a question I would propose to thee. What thinkest thou of my appearance? Indeed, though the night be lost beyond the shadow of blinding light, doubt not that but the stars still shine. I have chosen to avail myself of their guidance, and that I might navigate the sea of uncertainty that stretched before us. For a blessing, my prior studies of astrology did provide me with adequate grounding in the art. But enough of myself, let us now speak of our task. Did I mention if we are to enter Laga, we must needs gain the pixies' cooperation? This is a simple matter of presenting unto them a suitable gift. I shall procure a selection of lands that shall please their palace. Thancred, pray assist me in this endeavor. Meanwhile, Logan, I bid thee obtain that which will please their eyes. In these parts there abideth a vile known as the Beauteous Wings, the hawker. I shall lend thee a receptacle within which thou may capture a weakened specimen. You're Andrew's friend, aren't you? Will you not leave me a hand? You see, Andrew's home is drab and dull. mind to decorate, make it bright and beautiful. If you're able to help out, it'd make it all more special. First of all, we need some whirlweeds, a pretty little plant that grows in the water. We usually trade with Fura for it, but seeing as you can swim, you can harvest some for us. You should be able to find the weed in the lake where there's sunken church. While you take care of this, I'll go and pick us lots and lots of beautiful flowers. Afterwards, let's meet back here for decorating. See you soon. Oh, I see. I don't remember how to go down. There we go. return. Were thou able to capture a hawker? Ah, truly magnificent set of wings. I shall treat them at once to make fast their vibrant colors. Thancred too shall return at noon, upon which I shall ready all the items for presentation. Pray take thine ease meanwhile. I really hate reading Ranger's stuff. He's hard to read.
'Tis done. The pixies shall be well pleased with these gifts. Ah, lest I forget. White auracite, newly forged for thy use. Our mission being to thwart a rejoining, we will most assuredly cross paths with those who crave the contrary, our eternal enemies. Thus did I choose to abide in this ether-rich land, the better to fashion a trap for the Ascian's essence.
May I come in now?
You may indeed, assuming you've finished.
I did as you asked.
That's my girl, thank you. I should probably explain. Though my body remained behind in the source, its limitations saw fit to accompany me. Which is to say, I cannot manipulate ether. I took up the gunblade for its defensive advantages, but on account of my little impairment, I cannot imbue the ammunition myself. Luckily for me, Minfilia has quite a talent for it.
Minfilia, once we set forth, we are not like to return for some while. If thou wouldst choose tomes to take with thee, let it be now.
Really? May I?
Of course, my dear. Yet have care thou dost not add overmuch to thy burden, lest I incur Thancred's ire. Hast thou spoken to him of thine encounter with the Minfilia of Eld?
Well, I suppose now is as good a time as any. As you know, I freed young Minfilia from captivity in Yulmore some 3 years past. Not long after, the two of us journeyed to the south of Armareng, to the edge of the Empty, where the flood was halted. 'Twas there that she awakened. The Minfilia of old. My Minfilia.
Tell me, what must I do to bring you back?
My dearest Thancred, as I am now, I am no different from an Ascian. This child is but a vessel. One of many I have used that I might spread word of her enduring blessing and preserve the flame of hope. In my name, Each has died, never having lived her own life. I have taken enough from these children. I will take no more.
But what of your suffering? Your sacrifice? This isn't fair! I will not stand for it. I cannot! There must be something we can do. Tell me!
Should the day come when this child grows weary of fighting and wishes to cast it all aside, then shall I take up her burden. But should she wish instead to become the master of her own destiny, then shall I bequeath to her my all. Imbued with the strength that I reserve for rebirth, she may come to wield my powers as her own.
And what of my wishes? What of Flamine's? What of all the people who love and care for you and want nothing more than to see you again?
It is not their decision to make. It is hers. This child's. This Minfilia's. You have ever watched over me, Thancred. Now I ask that you do the same for her. Protect her. Teach her. Stand by her as you stood by me. There is much and more she does not know. She needs a guide to show her the ways of the world, or she will never find her own path. When the time comes, you will find me here. Until that day.
Minfilia, wait!
What happened?
And then she was gone. Minfilia, the girl, claims to have no recollection of any of it. I have told her many things. Where we came from, what we fight for. But of that day, I have not spoken.
With the coming of another possessed of the blessing of light, the first hath begun to rise up in defiance of its fate. The question remaineth, however, who shall take up the flame of hope which Minfilia hath borne for so long? Whether we will it or no, the choice must soon be made.
I'm sorry I took so long. It was so hard to choose. In the end, I settled on just the one.
That is well. Now, if all is in order, let us set forth for Lida Loran.
We weren't expecting him all back so soon. We have actually begun playing with the twins. That said, your gifts are truly wonderful. Let me tell you, the milk and honey and biscuits won't last a day, and the wings are the loveliest we've ever seen. You've done us a great kindness, and it's Faye's custom to return the gesture. If you desire anything of us, you need but name it. So what is that you desire? Rusty old coins like your morals, or want to collect, perhaps? We are resolved to vanquish the Light Warden of this land. To that end, we desire entry to Lyth Gaia. Wish a strange thing to wish for. You might as well ask for your death. But if that's what you want, who are we to argue? Very well, I shall speak with the others. You've clearly been busy here, Andrin. Would you be so kind as to tell us what we've missed? So that was the purchase of the gifts. Is there anything else you can tell us about this Light Warden? Aye, my lady, but circumstance most tragic, the Light Warden of this land is our king and ruler, Tatina. It was not always so, of course. Our king fought the first Light Warden that threatened our home, you see. Fought it and won. All the horrible lights that come out and corrupted them, turning them into a new Light Warden. Now they're the king only in name, not remains of the wise and just ruler that used to be. We had no choice but to seal them in the castle. The magic for breaking the seal we divided into 4, woven each into a different relic to be kept apart until the time was right. And this dress is one of them. You've been in our safekeeping for years and years, but we've decided to entrust it to you. You sure? Of course, custom demands it. Though you're most certainly going to your deaths, we thought we should at least let you try. That way, we get to watch what happens. Of course, you can't break the seal unless you have the other relics too. The seal crown is with the Farth, the stone scepter is with New Mule, and the crystal shoes are with the armor. Good luck finding them all. The facts that thus disclosed confirm my own understanding. Our quest lieth now before us. First, let us hie to the lake, there to claim the shell crown for the Farth. If we call to them before the untouchable gate, they will answer. guess we'll go do this quest real quick before we go do the next part of the main sword quest. Hearken to me, O spirits of the water. We are come within entreaty. Not in talking mood, apparently. I'm not so sure how the gate works. By the foot of our water spirits, perhaps we should take our search into the lake. Oh, I suppose a brief dip won't hurt. I only think we're swims like an eel, but what about you, Maniphilia? I guess well would have Tinker taught me. Excellent. Well, you earned your. I'm not sure I've ever asked. Rather than swim, man, but it would be more expeditious to walk upon the surface by means of magic. You two, Andrew, that you should be a kindred spirit? Worry not, my friend. I know some helpful tricks. I should be more than happy to share them with you. Together we shall conquer the waves. Well, well, aren't we all lovely a lot? You have entreated us for us, you say? An entreaty from mortals. What a treat! I am a comrades and I are on a quest to vanquish the Light Warden. To that end, we humbly beg the loan of the Shell Crown, which we are given to understand is in the safekeeping of your people. Oh, is that all? Of course, you may have it. You shall have it. Just like that? What do you want from us? Oh, no need to be suspicious. The Crown family does not mean much to us at all. Is all. As a matter of fact, nothing means much to us. We are far is over before I begun, and we couldn't care less of what becomes of the Fairy King, nor the world for that matter. Having said that, we do seldom have mortal visitors, and would seem ashamed not to make the most of you. Touch on the Hatchful Gate and come hither to our domain. Don't beg. In your tongue, it means Forbidden Realm. Sounds forbidding, yes? And so it should. For we are one with the water, our home of ripples and waves and currents. Find your way through, give us a thrilling sport, and we will give you the crown. Well, I guess that's the next dungeon. Man, the fairyland is so much brighter than this area. Quickly fading. Fly. I just wanna fly. And your arms around me, baby. I don't learn anything from worth sharing. I wish I could say I'm surprised, but I'm not. What we saw that day, what he did to us, there's no moving on from that. I was planning to tell you the whole story eventually, but I suppose now is a good time as any. I was born and raised and like any oral process. I eked out a living as a hunter. Might have tried my hand at something more exciting had I not also been trying to provide for the love of my life, Melinda. It was about a year ago that she accepted a commission from the Ullman trader, bloke dealt mostly in antiques, and he had this bracelet in need of restoration. Bloody old with a questionable provenance, but supposedly at once belonged to royalty or some such. The things of Arthur, as he called it. Me and her had been talking about trying to provide the proverbial not buying land, building a home, that sort of thing around here. That might not take much, but it was still a lot more than we had. So when the trader met his offer, she didn't hesitate to say yes. I'd gone down to the shipyards to pick up extra tools and materials she needed for the work. Quality stuff, but it paid for itself 10 times over. But when I got back to Wright, I'd gone. Daystrom had been busy. I spied at least a dozen newborn eaters fluttering about trying to make sense of their new lot. The grandmother who lived next door and shared the fruits of her orchard with us. The gruff woodsman who brought firewood to our doorstep in the dead of winter. Both of them reduced to mindless fiends, just like that. There wasn't time to mourn or to think. I started looking for Melinda. And then there she was, alive and well. Our eyes met and we knew it was going to be alright. We ran for each other and... You went out earlier to the funeral. Almost she was there, right there in front of me, and next she was. The Gary knelt and took the fangs of Thoris, then left, leading a host of sin eaters out of Wright. But Melinda, I still couldn't see her as anything else. She wouldn't budge. She just hovered there, staring, waiting for me to end it. Well, I could never say no to her, not once in the years we'd been together. All the time she'd welcome me home with a bowl of hot stew, all the time she laughed at my crude jokes and gave me counsel when I was losing my way. For all that and more, I killed her. So right then and there I'd have my bins. That scene would be dyed by my hand. I carved the scars on my flesh to mirror the ones he left on my soul, an enduring reminder of the vow I would never dare stray from the path. They're all done. No need to wallow in it. We don't want my tragic yet tirade tale to put you off our hunt. Sit with me to the end, sinner? As a spirit still, I have some unfinished business here, so if you give me a moment before we resume, I'd be most grateful. Sorry to have kept you waiting, Sinner. I'm sure you're eager to get back to it as I am. Trouble is, in your absence, I failed to turn up any information as the whereabouts of the Dijkskrone. There's one line of inquiry I've yet to pursue, though. The Fangs of Thorus, the bracelet my beloved was supposed to restore, the Eater took with him when he left Right. Sinners and mindless fiends driven only by the basic instinct knows that they had no need for worldly possessions. Yet Dijkskrone took the bracelet away anyway, which could only mean that there's something unique about this particular antique, or the sinless bastard somehow different from the rest of his ilk. Either way, I think I need to learn more about the Fangs of Thorus, and I just made to ask the Olmern trader who commissioned Melinda's services. Much as I question myself, though, I don't think that's an option. Even though Dijkskrone attacked a year ago is common knowledge, I doubt the trader would believe that Eater stole his precious trinket. He's more likely to accuse me of theft and have me clapped in irons. So afraid you'll have to go in my stead, Logan. Melinda said he was a railer at the Beehive, so try looking for him there first. You're going to send me into there. I'm like the most wanted man in that city. Good call. Shoot, I didn't go this way. And what do I owe the pleasure of? That is your company? The Fanes or Stars? How very interesting. I should be glad to tell you everything that I know under the assumption that should you recover it, you'll see it returned to its rightful owner at once. I purchased a bracelet from a traveling peddler who claimed it was the relic of Gobert, the glorious king that fell with the flood like so many others. He spoke true from what I could tell, and I intended to sell it to a collector here for a tidy profit. After having it properly restored by our descendant right, at last she was one of the several casualties of the senior attack, during which the Fangs of Earthars mysteriously vanished. I have of course been keeping in touch with several contacts on the off chance that they might attempt to sell it. They have not, regrettably, but a piece of similar design did recently surface in Mordsook, I am told. I'm planning to dispatch an agent to investigate, but you seem more than capable of filling that role. As for incentive, you may be assured that information that aids me in the acquisition of Fangs of Stars or similar relics will be well rewarded. So what of our industrious patron have to say? So he thinks it was stolen, huh? Just as well. We'd probably not know where to head next if it was for discovery. If this piece of similar design is related to the Fangs of Stars, then it might attract Discerning's attention. Assuming it hasn't already. Let's go. But on the other hand, today, Morsuk, isn't it? No such thing as a thing without value. That's the creed of these folk. We'll find no shortage of rubber trinkets here. Finding the right one, on the other hand, is the challenge. I say divide and conquer, as before. Well met, well met. How may I be of service to you? Oh, a choker that once belonged to Verbrant royally, you say? If only I had such a remarkable treasure in my possession. But no, I do not. And in all my years here, I have never even heard someone under such a thing. Yes, do you have business with me, traveler? Ah, the ruined choker. Is that what this fuss at? Then you're in luck, for my husband has yet to sell it. Once we realized how valuable it was, though, he insisted on carrying it with him at all times. If you're not willing to wait for him to return, you could try to find him in the ruins where he's scavenging for relics. They're not far. What news, friend? I didn't think it was that easy. You're like the Fae. But we need to hurry if my theory is correct, and so long as that scoundrel has a choker, he's a target to screen. Mercy, mercy! Take where you want, but please don't kill me. I have a family. Please, I beg you. Please, please. Dream is fun. This one bit off more than he could chew. Probably because it was a newborn. You can tell by the lingering vestiges of intelligence itself. You can see it in their eyes, like when they scream. Don't tell me you saw him. Wicked white, and he took to that Joker too. Damn it all. He can't keep getting away with it. He can't keep getting away with it. Just like right, I was a little too late to save him. Just like I was a little too late to save her. But not again, never again. I'll hunt you to the ends of the world, disagreeing. Vengeance will be mine. Right now, yes. Neither the time nor the place more eaters could be about. It's just every time I cut one down, it reminds me of my first, or her. Yeah, hell is stopping this time, but what matters is that we'll both live to see another day. Pity the scavenger didn't, and his wife doesn't know yet. She's become a widow. Thought it, I'll tell her what happened. I've been there, so maybe it'll help me find the right words. Not there ever any. Others, I'll have a good think about our next step. Don't let me keep you from your other affairs, Logan. We'll speak again soon. Totally not going to remember where he's at. That sucks. Well, this seems like a good time as any to call it a night here. Just go and stop YouTube.